Hi, so it's Diane Neto, living in Barrie. And today we're going to talk a little bit about listing your house because it's actually a very difficult time. I've had many agents over the last couple of weeks call me and say, "Geez, Diane, I'm listing this house and, what's your advice? What do you think I should list at?" Um, if you look at the comparables, there's some selling really, really high and some selling really low, sometimes even on the same street. Doesn't make sense. You see that in all areas of Barrie right now. You're seeing it. Um, Actually, you're seeing it in Innisfil as well. You're seeing it in Oro-Medonte, Springwater, like all the surrounding area, where you see one and you think, "Wow, that sold really, really high," and then you see another one, same model, maybe a little less upgrades, but like 100,000 or more lower, and you're thinking, "Whoa, that sold really, really low." So right now, when you're running comparables, they're all over the place. You get high, you get low. Some of them make no sense. You see the price, you see the listing, you think, how on earth did that sell for that low? Like, it makes no sense. And then you see another one that sold really, really high, and you think, how on earth did they get that price? Like, it's very difficult to price the house if you're going to sell. And it's very difficult for an agent to promise you what it's going to get. So that's why I've had a lot of listing agents calling me asking for advice because they don't know what to tell the seller. Are you getting 800? Are you getting 720? Because that's kind of what's happening, where you can see some 80, $100,000 difference. And when you look at the listing, it makes no sense. Like, there's no reason why this one should get so much more. And because there's no inventory, or not a lot of inventory, if you're priced right, it tends to go pretty quick, like within a week or two. So if you're listed and you're getting no action at all, barely no showings and no offers, then you're too high. Like, at the end of the day, your house is only worth what somebody's willing to pay for it. And I know that's a difficult pill to swallow if your neighbor sold for 800 and you're at now 750 and you're getting no interest at all. But the problem is, there could have been that one unicorn person. I call it a unicorn. So it's like, you don't find them, it's like one person walks in and all of a sudden is willing to pay full price. Maybe they're in a situation that they have to sell and they need what you have, and or they have to buy, their house is already sold and they're going to pay for it because they're stuck and they need it. So you always get those oddball highs and those oddball lows. There was one in the south end of Barrie that was listed in November at 839, I think, and it just sold for 650. And I found out that the seller had bought somewhere else, felt like he got a deal somewhere else, and was willing to lower his price just to get out. They were lowering it like every 5 days. Boom, boom, boom. Nobody does that. So if you see a price being lowered that aggressively, the guy he has to get out, right? So he ended up selling, I think he was listed at 715 or 710 or something, and he sold for 650. So he just wanted to get out. But now, if I'm pricing in your neighborhood, is that the normal price now? Is that the new norm? 650? It's not. So it's very, very difficult to price. And having your house freshly painted and the less work, the better, is also very, very helpful. Because a lot of people don't want to come in and redo the whole house, or they can't, and it just looks overwhelming, right? So even if it's fresh paint and just changing up a couple things can make a big difference. But pricing and listing right now, it's difficult. Houses are selling, so if you price it right, it's going to sell. But pricing it right is the trick. I hope you liked my content. hit the like or subscribe to get my stuff right away.